Okay, hello. Yes, we wanted to upload this to YouTube, but we won't show any of you. It will just be me talking. So anyway, then you can enjoy it later on YouTube also, the meetup series. So I was treating my neighbor yesterday, and she really had low energy on one side of her body. So you may ask me, how do you know? And so I felt it in her pulses. It was just very, very quiet. So if you can listen to your own pulses, you can certainly just feel the difference between the right and left. And if one side is really, really quiet, like you barely hear it, that's when spleen flow is really helpful. And so I thought we'll practice the spleen flow today, because the spleen flow is wonderful to boost our immune system. The spleen flow gives energy to all the other organs. And also the spleen flow is great for our digestive system. And very, very importantly, it harmonizes worry. And these days, I think there's a lot of worry going on everywhere, I would say, in the world. And sometimes we need to calm our mind and soothe. So this is really a soothing flow. So I will talk you through it. And we will start by feeling our location number 5, which is located right here, right below the ankle bone here. So the 5 is located here. So you can just place your fingers in there and just feel it, and then feel the other side. Unless you can listen to your pulses and you feel that one side is really louder than the other, then you can go to that side. So for me right now, the left side is a little bit more quiet. The left side, when in harmony, the left side needs to be a little bit slightly louder than the right side. So that's a good indicator. Good morning, Nicole. It's nice to see you here. Okay, so feeling your pulses or feeling your location number 5, placing the hand you feel is more in need, and then the other hand goes to the tailbone. So that's the first step of the spleen flow. And looking at the core textbook right now, it's in there. It's also in the Art of Jin Shin, the spleen flow. The spleen flow is really for daily maintenance. It's great to practice it on yourself every day. So if 5 is hard for you to hold, to reach, you can also hold to 1 instead, or the pubic bone. Okay, so it's very important that you tailor it to whatever is comfortable for you, so that the energy can flow freely. And Maida is joining here, so this is a great flow for you also. So we're holding the 5 here and the tailbone. And again, if it's hard for you to reach, you can place your hand on location number 1, because it's on the same line, you see. So if you are on the 5, an easy way to do it also is to hold your thumb, to put your thumb right into the 5. You can move it right into, if there's any fullness in there, or any tenderness, and it can be right below the ankle bone, or it can be a little bit lower. So you can also place your 3 fingers on the 5. 5 is a wonderful location. It really regenerates the body. It gives us energy. And when somebody has low energy, or they feel very tired, then we always can check the 5. You will find something in the 5 then. And that again, in turn, tells you about that the spleen flow is probably in need. Actually, it's spleen time right now. Every 2 hours, there is a flow that peaks. One of the 12 organ flow peaks every 2 hours. And in New York, Eastern time, 10 a.m., it's spleen time. 10 till 12 is spleen time. So yes, this is a wonderful flow, a wonderful time to give your spleen flow an extra boost. So feeling for the transformation and feeling the pulsation in your 5. Just take a moment to observe that. And what does the pulsation feel like? Is it very loud? Is it very quiet? Is it you don't feel it at all? These are all indicators that the spleen flow is the right flow to practice right now. And then you can stay here till the pulse comes up to the surface, till you feel the pulsation. And when you feel the pulsation, that's the energy movement. So on the tailbone here, I'm on the tailbone, which is dynamic. I'm just holding it like this. I'm just holding it like this, but you can also use the back of your hand if that's more comfortable. I like to place my fingertips right on it. The fingertips are most sensitive, so I really like to use my fingertips. But you be the artist. If you like to use your thumb or the palm of your hand, that's absolutely fine as well. The spleen flow, it's a toe flow because it begins in the toe, in the big toe, and then moves up on the ankle. So it's great for ankle projects. And then on the inside of the leg here, closer to the front side of the leg. So if you are a person that has shin splints or pain in the knee, like right here, spleen flow is great, and it moves up on the inner thigh. So if you have full thighs, then the spleen flow is also wonderful for you. So taking a few breaths. I'm talking a lot, but you can just be quiet and tuning into your breath, dropping your shoulders and allowing for the energy to move. And let this flow give you the energy where you want to be. Another great attribute is that the spleen flow harmonizes our nervous system. So for any nervous system projects, the spleen flow is great. And it moves up on the inside of this leg and then crosses to the other side. So it's great for the opposite chest also. So let's move to the next step from location number 5. We will move to 14. 14, which is located on the ribs here. So we're moving to the opposite side from this 5 to the opposite 14. And if you were on the 1, you can also move with us here to the 14. The 14 harmonizes our digestive system. And this is a great flow also if you have acute stomach pain. Then you can, with the spleen flow will just calm it down and open up that whole area, and the acute pain will go away. It's spleen flow is so good for so many things. It's great for our blood count. So sometimes when people get medical treatment, for example, chemotherapy, projects like that, then their blood count can really take a leap or fall. And this is a great harmonizer for the right blood count. So I've experienced it, worked with people who had that going on, and you can see a change very, very quickly. Spleen flow is really great for everybody because it harmonizes worry. Oh, I already said that. I know I already said that, but I guess worry is the thing today. Worry and fear, worry and fear. It's a great flow also for fertility projects. So, because it nurtures all the other organ flows. And so if something is not up to par, then the spleen flow will give it that energy, so that everything can function properly. So next we're taking our hand from the coccyx and placing it on 13 here. And you can use the palm of your hand here, which feels really nice. So we're holding 14 on this side and 13 on this side. It's also great for allergies, and it's allergy season because allergies can often be the function of a quiet immune system or a depleted immune system. And when our immune system is up to we can be stronger in fighting the allergies. or we have less of the symptoms. It's great for bladder infections, UTIs, again, because of the function of the immune system. And you all know what I think, how important the immune system is. It's really good for everything. Let's see what else I like to tell you. Digestion of food. And also, if you have any addictions, the spleen flow is very important. It supports our entire system. So for addictions as well. And then let's move our hand from the 13 to 22. That's the last step. So it's really 4 simple steps. It's so easy. Let's take one more nice big breath. 22, we talk about a lot. Exhale with 22 and also with the 14. All the locations on the front of the body help us to exhale. So very, very important, because that's where healing begins, with the exhale. Ultimately, we can just heal with the breath. So breathing is really the key for all healing. And if you noticed, if you have become quiet and really listening to your pulses, you may observe that your breathing has become easier, deeper, and that's where healing takes place. So let's briefly move through the other side, and I'll be quieter. So place your other hand on the tailbone and the other hand on the 5, location number 5. Again, if this is hard for you to reach, you can place it on the 1. Great for knee projects. Taking 3 breaths. I like to breathe really slowly. You're probably at 3 already. And then on your exhale, gently move your hand to the opposite 14. Allowing for the waistline to open. And then to 13, dropping your shoulders. We carry so much on our shoulders, so it's important to consciously drop them, because we unconsciously raise them when stuff happens in our lives. And then we'll move our hand to 22, right below the collarbone here. Collarbone is here, so right below it. It's great for thyroid projects, and you see why. We're right next to the thyroid here. And when the body is feeling heavy, also sweet cravings, the flavor is sweet. So then the spleen flow is really helpful. And let's gently let go and check our pulses for a moment, if they balanced out. Or if you just feel more harmonized. And I'd like to hear from you. Put it in the comments after, how you're feeling. Let's hold our thumb for a few moments. That's the quick hold for the spleen flow. It's similar. So if you don't have time to do the whole spleen flow, you can do the first step of the spleen flow or hold the thumb. You can do both or hold one. And next week I'm going to be teaching a workshop at the food bank. So I will let you know how that goes. They're all completely new to this. I'm just going to move through the fingers with them. Also, I wanted to tell you, I will be teaching a workshop in Amsterdam in June 12 through 15. And if you're in Europe, I hope you can join. That would be great. It's the PCP, so it's a certification program. And you will learn all you need to know to start your practice. So I will stay on just 2 more minutes here on the meetup group and sign off here on Insta and Facebook. Thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 Eastern for Wellness Wednesday. See you soon. Have a great day, everybody. So for the meetup group, if you want to turn on your videos or share anything, if you want to stay quiet, that's also fine. Thank you so much for joining. But if you have anything to, you're welcome. I'm so glad you. Oh, yes, we'll put them on YouTube so you can go back to them and enjoy them. Thank you all so much for joining, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.